Drift away, Stardust. I'm a second-hand dream dealer, but I'm the only dream you got. Are you being serious? You don't know Ultravioleta? Is that outfit your middle-aged history teacher costume? Don't be mean. We're representing the Ultras right now. It's not her fault she looks that way. This is what we call fan shifting. We become Ultravioleta, and we sing her songs as an act of faith and love. Yeah, we're fan shifting right now. Not surprised you've never heard of it. We like to do it together. It's fun to make the costume, and it's nice to sing to the world when it listens. We're not pretending. Why can old people not wrap their heads around it? Ugh, like that guy with the weird headphones the other day. No, maybe? I couldn't tell. He was so weird. He came up to us out of nowhere and said, in some territories, impersonating the monarch is a crime punishable by death. Death. He wasn't. You didn't see his face. It was like he wanted us to die. Oh, maybe that's why Ultraviolet has been missing all this time. Maybe the weird headphones guy kidnapped her and he's keeping her songs all for himself. No, that's it. Case closed. You were. No way. You looked so old. Hey, now actually that's so chic. That fits. It's unreal. Like almost the exact embodiment of the moon glow spirit. Why do you have that? How did you get that? That's secret UV lore, not for someone like you.
Weren't we just talking about that? Kidnapped for sure.
Total crime of passion. I bet he's making her sing for him.
I wouldn't mind too bad if he kidnapped us. I heard that too. My brother says they're going to come for us next.
Nah. If they were protesting or whatever, then they'd say so. Radicals are always yelling.
Ultras are ultra fans of Ultravioleta. It's a lifestyle commitment. Some of us have even died for this.
Respect for the martyred ultras.
Mass suicide. So chic. They didn't even have to plan. They just heard the lyrics and knew. It was time to jump off the balcony of their parents' apartment building.
We live on the ground floor. I'd have to, like, slit my throat or something. Messy.
Nah. It was just one live performance on the radio a few years ago. Lucky bitches.
Yeah?
She recorded Glass Meadow when she had a 39-degree fever. Her favorite month is Tritos. She's allergic to strawberries.
I know her real name.
No, you don't. Stop telling people that. That's a theory, not a fact.
I can't say. That's Violeta's secret. I'd never betray her confidence. It's not like that. It came to me when I was listening to El Lugar Donde Nací, right after the second verse, when the mellotron beat kicks in. I just heard her telling me.
That is so moronic. You did not. Who cares? It's not true. What? You want to talk about the weather? You need it. You deserve it. Look at your hair.
She's harsh, but if she weren't a little horrible to you, then you might never know. So, it's a kindness, really.
Sure.
tiles of this plaza seem to radiate outwards from the strange tree at its center, unlike any other you've seen in this city. Yellow tree. Time passes, but you take no note of it. You let your vision decouple. The tree becomes a pleasing blur of light and shadow. It's all very aesthetic. Nothing much happens. You leave the mysterious tree to its business. An old bench kneels in your presence, its planks are bowed and scarred. It sags gently as you settle in. Operant Cascade's first special bench, filed age 14. Location Landau, capital of the Holy and Democratic Republic of Mercia. An hour passes, the minutes unremarkable, neither pressing nor fleeting. At last you stand up, your limbs lighter than they were. Portofino coaxes you back into its rhythm.
Oh, you're back. None at all. Lots of things. Primarily, it picks up wireless networks, radio. I wish I could say that, but it's an integral part of my job. Yes, one of the old terminals. It's a terrible tangle of cables up there, but I can handle that. The part I'm struggling with is climbing up this ladder. I'm acrophobic, one of my many fears. Oh no, you really shouldn't. Not only is it dangerous, but qualified Renotel technicians are the only persons permitted up there. It's complicated, not something I can teach you in a day.
As you depart, the chant of "I'm your man" starts back up behind you. You step up to the terminal again. Line diagnostic mode. Line diag node 0. Voltage minus 51.3 V. Perfect. Now activate pilot tone injection at 997 Hz. -20. Tell Terminal to make line go beep boop in a unique way. Then follow the beep boop. You're not sure how yet, but the wealth of details should prove useful. You close the box.
You've come back.
The gate stands before you, still locked. The gate creaks and... hoglets are still grunting merrily. You leave the boars. The intercom appears very snug under its plastic film. The intercom light flicks back on.
Yes? Oh, merveilleux. Bonne journée.
I told you this place is off limits. Been targeted by a gang. Can't say I have. I'm not usually stationed round here though, so I wouldn't. You probably shouldn't. I told you this place is off. You probably should.
The container is still overfull with rubbish. The rubbish container. The intercom appears very snug. It curls under the edge of your fingernail and slides off in a... You can see your reflection, flipped in the unblemished metal. There's a compulsion to check your reflection every time you pass a mirrored surface. Like a hallway mirror glance on the way to a date. You do the same before you call Melita, even though you know she'll never see you. The revealed intercom flames as you turn away.
Oh, it's you. Thanks for stopping by.
Welcome back, my good replay. Oh yes, her, Lana, Glamour, something like utterly tasteless. You know the kind. Skips around listening to music on liquid storage vial. I attempted to discuss Einzelton XR with her, to extend a hand across the generations. She called me an Einzel cunt, told me to fuck a disc. At least this one understands how to keep the book straight. But when it comes to culture, nothing but white noise on a dead channel. I thought I asked you to kindly shut the fuck up. Clearly, I'm not expressive enough. Let me hammer the point home. If I have to hear any more about your communist friend, the Weeping Eye, or any of the other shady transactions you people are involved in, I'll slit my wrists with a shard of velo disc and bleed out right here in front of these children. Is that clear? You make a valid point. Still, maybe not.
Silence from the other side. You get no answer, no twitch or shuffle behind the metal. No answer. Silence. A brief tremor runs through the metal, but it doesn't budge. Stop. Don't enter. Don't break this seal. This doesn't have to be yours. Gang ho. The frame screams in protest and concedes as you fling the door backwards into the room. A ruined sofa with a sad story to tell. The air hums. This is a spy's death. No regular crime scene. Not just motive and victim. An echo of fairy tale. Tracings of black magic. Everything glows in the dark. Too much. Update. Asset taxman was unknown. Now zeroed out. Multiple assailants going by the footprints. A brief struggle. Then the inevitable. The stereo system is facing away from the sofa. Think about this suboptimal room layout for a moment. It's much easier than looking at the blood. The aftermath was the point. This is a warning. The blood is curdled and cracked, the colour of old brick. A week ago, maybe more. At the start, at least, this was not a clean hit. You imagine him getting his last licks in, dying roaring, slower than they betted on. All teeth and fury and cunts. The way espionage crises always go. People collide in slow motion, ripping the outer edges half blind. Bodies mount, telephones ring. Mere minutes into the match and the away crowd are silenced by a stark scoreboard. Enemies 2, Cascade 0. On the desk are a grey notebook, an e-terminal, and a broken photo frame, face down. Next to the frame is an eye with a long single teardrop, shaped out of a fine white powder. It's soft and ringed. The word accounts is written across the top in black marker. A thicket of serial numbers, dates, columns and rows cover the pages top to bottom, along with shorthand references to incomes and outgoings. You notice the handwriting completely changes in the more recent entries. The first dates back years, harsh-lined, heavy-handed, all capitals. Tempos. The second set is an elaborate looping cursive. Some of the eyes have little hearts instead of dots. There are none. The first set of handwriting even uses the word cunt with the same wild abandon as the second. It would be quite rare for rupturing blood vessels to entice one into calligraphy. The heart suggests a compassionate touch, maybe even a human relations department. A list of names, titles and compensation. One of the rows has been firmly crossed out with aggressive black lines. Ignaz could be the individual of flexible loyalties that Carmuna mentioned. Rent, utilities and other minor operating costs, including travel. Multiple instances of round-trip tickets between Portofino and Acquair de la Luz. You avert your gaze. It doesn't turn on. Someone's cut the cord. The crying powder eye stares at you. It is a signal. The crudeness of it points towards a sick joke by the weeping eye. The eye watches you. Your finger returns to you with a dusting of white. If gasoline could kiss, this would be the perfume on the collar of its shirt. It loses its shape, becomes liquid-like, then it is a part of you. Cocaine. The eye is no longer weeping. As you turn the frame around, dust falls and a blade of light momentarily obliterates the row of faces presented. Inside your stomach, Spider's skull. A surprise attack launched from your own past. Here you all are. Taxman. S-Stock. Virtue. Cascade. Radiant. Kindred. Holocene. Your former network, known to the Opera as. Unknown to you, as those friends you left to die 5 years ago. Your people. None of them meet your eye, apart from you, the only one looking down the camera. What a thoughtful gesture. Very late, but very thoughtful. You slip the photo out of the frame, into your pocket. Pressing against your heart once more. A fatal case of sentimentality, leading cause of death among old assets and spies. He wanted to keep you all around. Too late. Fading lights in the fog. You are here now, under attack. You did what the assignment called for, what you were told to do. Some memories warp and bend with handling. Dissimulate and dissociate all you like. It doesn't change anything. Beneath the photo, and your heart, a tug. The window to your right. Did someone see you come in here? You can make out an impression of the bazaar beyond the window, obscured by dust and grime. You gather up your sleeve and exhale onto the window, where your breath reveals a clear handprint in the dust. The condensation from your breath fades, taking the print with it. Across the canal is the district of Lower Viewdust, a haggling mess of slums, continually sprouting from the defunct ruins of itself. Nighttime finds the bazaar nearly empty. You observe a few teenagers and individual souls going about their routines. Just like the former overseers of Silk Number 3, standing at this window, studying the movements of the dye workers, looking for signs of disturbance. He is stained all around you. Best he can do, currently. An unusual shape breaks the pattern. A large orange figure, sliding between the stalls. Glancing up at the office. Too much, and too often. The man from the photo shop, the weeping eyes errand boy. Of course, in espionage, coincidence is folklore. Known to the opera as the whole sick crew. A click somewhere inside, the world slows. A sudden release of epinephrine into the bloodstream. You lock eyes with the man from the photo shop. He cradles something within his coat. The time to act is now. Two paths are before you. Go straight or go down. muscles tense up in anticipation of the launch. There is a moment as both legs swing out into nothingness that the distance to the ground stretches out into a great... This is going to hurt. Your posture, position, and weight distribution seem to indicate your body ready in itself for a trampoline, not concrete. You screw your eyes shut and wait for the pavement. The impact comes half an instant before you expect. Your legs take the worst of it. Leg, damaged but functional. Dignity, gone forever. You take a breath. Time to plot your next move. You're out of his sight line. For now. The will that guides your hands as they plunge into the box is not your own. Perhaps it is the disguise itself that wants to wear you. It slips over your head, massive, soft, and unwieldy. Profoundly. The wobble was enough to give you a medium-grade migraine. Your pursuer looks back with childlike wonder towards your oversized head. He sees through the disguise. Move. You hear the whine of a 50cc engine. A small tuk-tuk appears in your peripheral vision.
Yo, Obricant, this way!
Your body crackles with electricity as you batter your foe into submission. His eyes light up in fear. The man flinches and the air stands still. Two bodies collide.
Come on, time to move!
The man's hand slips out of his coat. He grips the camera tightly to himself. You race towards the waiting tuk-tuk and hoist yourself up.
One of those nights. Hans Akimbo.
The girl gives you a quick, not exactly kind once-over from behind a dark cigarette and crescent nose. Ouroboros Black, Tempo's brand.
And you must be his so-called friend, Herschel. Cascade then. Fuck it. Have two names. Tempo said you'd be late, but he also said you'd show.
Your former asset was swapping secrets with a teenage girl. What is occurring here? Not that. Probably. The man was a committed homosexual.
All of it's gone wrong. Someone took Tempo out. The whole way out. Who do you think found the blood?
A trembling young hand searches for the bite of the dead bow.
He's dead. Turbo dead. Sorry. Tempo had enemies in every direction. Take your pick. Or maybe that's what someone wanted you to think. But sure, Herschel, let's go with Weeping Eye. Or the Carabineros. Or the Azzurri mob. Maybe they want to go to the mattresses again. Fuck you care anyway. Tempo always called you a friend. 5 years, no word. Some friend. Yeah, but everyone says that. Because it's easy to say.
Carried from a nearby apartment, a piano melody floats through the room as if on small wings.
Anyway, he's gone. So now it's me or it's nothing.
The girl studies her half-dead cigarette and falls silent. You can hear her silence. Don't trust you with the big stuff yet, fuck off. The girl inspects the disc over the top of her cigarette.
This is one of those Einzel fucks Petre won't shut up about. Never. They're meant to be pretty rare, aren't they?
Pseudopod has unlocked one of life's secret endings.
I know she's missing, but that's no state secret. Whole world knows that. Kidnapped, I heard. Sad end if it's true. Of course, you can't go wrong with V. All her stuff is good. She's like a friend. She gets it. Where did you get that anyway?
Be open with her. This girl is not your enemy. She may yet be your ally.
As in dead?
Blown away into the night before you could even give chase.
Sorry to hear it. What happened to him? This spy shit's got a high mortality rate. Sounds like we're two down, Cascade, and getting cunted harder by the minute. Hope he pulls through. And what's another one in the vapor? You spies are morgue slab cold. Ignatz, area clown with shit taste in jackets. He used to work at a bazaar till Temple sacked him. For being a clown, officially. And unofficially, for maybe going in with a weeping eye. Who knows? Temple was saying a lot of strange things at the very end. Some of them even true. Either way, Kuntz just bought himself a lifetime ban from the bazaar. Welcome to the delinquent heap.
His second banning that you've been witness to. He's a ban magnet.
The ritual, obviously. Has it started yet, or what? Cascade or nothing. Tell her Taxman is ready to begin the ritual. That was Tempo's message to the opera. What's it mean?
Horoscope brings up 0 matches in the Tempo archives. Or any art. It's a Tempo styling for something significant. All gravitas and enigma.
I really hope hoped you would. I thought you were high up in the upper or something. Temple said you were top floor, brightest spy in the sky. What's that mean? Are you still a spy? Thanks for the honesty, but the way Temple talked about you, I'm glad he's not around to hear that.
So are you. For my old friend Cascade, tell her Taxman is ready to begin the ritual. No silly cunts. Cascade only. Person to person. Cascade or nothing. And you tell her, if we pull this one off, all will be forgiven.
You're supposed to be the Great Cascade. Pockets full of answers. All my cards coming up.
The girl closes her eyes, then opens them again. Smoke drifts from her nostrils.
Quiet, Herschel. I sense the presence of spirits. They want to commune with us.
Kid never mentioned she's a medium.
Yes, I hear them. They're close. They're whispering. Ritual's completely fucked. It's gone. Unless you can find this old Luthien guy. Before Temple got knuckle flicked off the board, he was setting up a massive deal with some Luthien guy who's like 1,000 years old. Someone way high up. My best guess? This ritual's all tied up in that.
Ritual, deal. You could easily hear Tempo exchanging one word for the other.
Maybe, but we're getting into specifics now, Herschel, not abstracts. Ritual, cool. High stakes deal, way more ominous. Temple called it a blow for culture in defiance of all known laws. And he said that if he fucked this one, the weeping eye would kill us all. He said this numerous times.
The exit papers you discovered at the shrine grow a little heavier in your pocket.
Seems that prophecy is coming to pass. Temple was first, a blood sacrifice in his own office. Next is me. Then you, probably, if you're still around. You're part of this deal now.
With your old friend, it was never one deal. Always a tangle of side bets, optional riders, and overlapping interests. Arranged in such a way that Tempo always wound up across the table from himself.
I never knew his name, or his new name. But yeah, that's him. Where'd you get that? You mean the shrine with all the pictures of dead people? Good fucking omen. This Dante prick disappears a couple of weeks back. Gets snatched, vanishes. Like that. Said some hyper-incriminating shit into the phone that everyone knows is tapped. Extremely schoolboy error. Tempo's on the other end. Hears him get taken. Black bag job. Now he's locked up in some secret jail, saying who knows what to who knows who. Right. Malin said her dad turned into thin air. She doesn't smile much anymore. Not a great look when you're trying to sell parties to people. You should see her fucking receipts. Yeah, it's right under the flashing neon sign that says secret jail this way. Sorry. It's been a tense couple of weeks. This old guy getting snatched really spooked Temple. Like weapons grade coke binge spooked. Last time I saw him, he was bleeding out of his nose and talking very seriously about fate. Correct. You've got me in this safe house, and I've got you. Not on coke, but I am spooked the fuck. You need to find this Olusian guy and either just bust him out or shut him up. If this ancient prick spills on our massive deal, we're all fucked. You, me, and everyone.
This is her way of asking for help. She needs a friend.
Thanks. And fuck those opera cunts. What do they know? Tempo always called you the best. Take him at his word. He said you come through for him too. For us. So find that old prisoner, Herschel, and come through. Yep. Tempo offered him safe passage through Portofino, set him up with a new life. He was good at moving people and making them up. The techno-fascist nursing home? Who knows? Probably death in some form. Something he called the Mega Violator.
Highly likely that's not what it's actually called.
I would say conceptual object, but it exists.
Dildo nom de guerre, in recognition of his heft.
The illuminated cunt never came through with it. Or at least, he didn't have the chance. Who knows where that got to? Only shot we got. It's you and me, Herschel. One cunt down, two more behind the ghost of him.
Her hand reflexively reaches for the cigarette packet jammed into her left bra strap. She smacks the packet once against the side of her head, then flips open the top and plucks one out. A far too familiar gesture. Something grinds and sparks against the inside of your skull. The aerotram stopped with tempo, fog-stained and matted with rain. The final time that both of you felt certain would not be the final time. He smacked the packet on the side of his head before offering you a smoke. You do it too sometimes, without realizing it, when you're thinking of those days.
We host here, Hush? Firm grip needed. These things tend to bite and scratch. Anything from our dream kid?
Kindred. Unreachable for the last 16 hours. The screech and groan of your aerotram arriving.
You should probably get on that. Don't worry about me, I'll be alright. Take care, you dim cunts.
Yo, ground control to Herschel. You look like my grandmother during an absence seizure. Closer than most, I would say. Yeah. Don't count me out, Herschel. I might be even better. My name's Yana, and I'm the fucking man. All right, Herschel. Psychologize me. We had a professional arrangement. Now we have an extremely personal one. I was here. That's all. Yeah, I did some odd job shit around there. Admin stuff for Tempo. Became his assistant, basically. Maybe, yeah. Some fucking kingdom. I was just Yana. The bazaar took me in. Tempo kept me. Probably where I left them.
Push a little harder and she'll open up. This girl wants to tell you things.
Last time I checked. Mom's a swimming instructor. My dad creates radio jingles for a local station. Some of Dad's jingles have stayed in people's heads for years. I think that's pretty cool. I'll check in on them someday. I'm retired. Government education is for losers and narcs. They're never gonna teach you the most important thing in life. How to make fucking moves. Hold on, don't I get another name? Like how Tempo was Taxman?
Could go with tax girl. Strong thematic resonance.
You mean like save you from the bazaar? Speak your piece. From the photo on Tempo's desk. That was all of you, right? The whole sick crew? Not a lot. That you were good, that you had something together, and that it was a shame how it all went down. Let's look to the future then. Just as dark, more unknown. On account of my many enemies. Enemies all the time. I've got a lot more problems than the ones you're bringing me. And I've got solutions to those problems in motion. Retract your nose from my affairs. Keep your powder dry, Herschel.
You pick up the payphone's handset. No reaction. Give it a rest for today. But you step away.
Hey, you. You're new to the scene, aren't you?
A young man in a long, colourful puffer jacket with an oversized collar stands guard. His forehead glistens with sweat.
Yeah. I represent the scene of Portofino, or rather, what's left of it. Fresh threads, local histories, and whatever's up and coming. Not a lot is up and coming, though. That's good. I'm glad to see other scene-oriented people around. My name is Kurt, by the way. Kisok, born and raised.
Is he not a bit too old to be speaking in this manner?
See this jacket I'm wearing? A product of the local scene. Custom made by one of the tailors here.
Highly skilled hands have made this.
That's the point. I'm making a statement. I may look sweaty, but I assure you, the jacket is keeping me cool. But you know what's not cool? Some of the official heat I've been feeling as of late. I'm checking out the scene, inhabiting the streets, thinking about the past and the future.
He's doing nothing.
Crop tops, monuments, and communism. Nothing's wrong with crop tops, it's all to do with belly buttons. In the current year of 96, the scene has deemed them out. Look around you. They tried it here, but it didn't work. All that remains from it are monuments and crop tops. Well, now if you put it like that, this solidarity sounds kind of cool. This decade is all about portability. It's not feasible to take a monument with you. Maybe like a brick from the foundation or something, but not much more. Yep. Illusion everything. Full reflection clothes, high-speed synthesizer music, and tiny attack dogs. They intend to overwhelm your eyes with brightness, so you wouldn't see them coming. Cool, but also menacing. The scene thinks it to be some kind of a power move, just for laughs. It's not like you'd see or hear them coming, right? A wall of electronic sound punctuated by low-end rhythm designed to misdirect your... L-pop is just the introductory lullaby to make the people, ballers included, drop their guard.
A song of impending decomposition.
I've been around the scene long enough to have a feel for what's up next. They must have some substance, given their success on the global scene.
The man stares at you with a long, stern look of hesitation.
I've bowled too hard. The streets of Portofino have not been ready for such a display of style. And to be honest, I haven't been ready either. This cool jacket? The party alley tailor made it for me, but I never paid for it. I owe him money, I have no money, and I cannot show my face around the art of the scene.
Exiled.
To be honest, I don't actually know. I had to sign some kind of a contract, but I don't know a whole lot about contracts. Maybe it was a lot, maybe it wasn't a lot at all. But the jacket is baller. I suspect and fear that it was a lot. Can you find out how much money I owe him? Thank you so much. Go to the Party Alley Plaza. It's east from here. I'll be sure to make it worth your while. See you on the scene.
Not one step further, bold scum. I'll do it.
A noose around his neck. A lab coat splattered with blood, both new and old.
I'll enjoy it too. I think I can probably count just from watching the trauma sink into your face, right before the oxygen stops reaching my brain for good. Don't pretend you're a person. I can smell it on you. The forms, the files, the fucking bureaucratic miasma that birthed you.
Pupils track you like a cornered animal trying to recognize the butcher.
So you conspicuously not talking to your little colleague out there. I know you're from the medical board, and I know he's been watching me. There is no word. If you're not bored, which you fucking are, then go and deal with the stain of narc shit lurking outside. I know that scarf of his is a fucking wire. Aha! I knew it! You are his board officer. I knew his superior would be a woman. Stench of xenophobia all over. No one takes down Dr. Gonzalo E.S. Gonza, except Gonzalo E.S. Gonza. What am I, your mother? Rub cocaine on it. That'll numb almost anything. Don't shit me, you wired fuck. You and whoever's listening are not going to lure me in with ethically stimulating cases again. that so? Well, whatever your board superiors told you about my supposed interest in inert patients is a grotesque fabrication.
Presumably for the benefit of the wire you're not wearing.
And while we're on the record, may I just add, the albino was going to die anyway. Jealousy, as far as I can tell.
In this context, jealousy translates to gross violations of medical and/or human decency.
What can I say? My methods were too effective for those handicapped children running the board. They babble on about modernization, best practices, international standards. But the fact is, they shit themselves in the presence of a real doctor.
He looks down, vaguely surprised, shrugs.
You never get credit for the blood you leave in.
His eyes flash.
Bring me one of his lines, scheming bored narc teeth. Actual, yes. Narc canines, bearing the mark of their subhuman niche. Leave that to the medical professional. You have no idea what I can see in a tube. If I had his spleen, I could tell you how his dog mother conceived him. Here, use these. My board condemned bribery. Because of his history of use. Primitive superstition typical of the medical board. Bluffing. Will I see? I'll do as I very well please. Board harpy.
The boy shifts in his cocoon of mismatched. Moonlight shimmers across a holographic patch on his sleeve. The patch reads, Marco.
Could I ever see beyond her? Only to discover
The middle-aged man stares into the sky, left eye loping slightly. His hair and suit are both in moist disarray. A pink tie hangs open around his neck. A crumpled paper airplane of a man. The smell of alcohol singes the inside of your nose.
do not prod me at this point. Are you looming over me in official capacity? Until you were struck by my deserted majesty, I have abandoned post, delegated all responsibility to my junior. It will hobble him, of course, the fate of our kind. I am Oscar Metamoto, senior negotiator for l'Empire de la Empire Sandu without la Empire. I am, or was, and may yet be again,
Thank you for the offer, but we are far beyond that pale. For immediate release, Oscar Metamoto is hors d'usage until he receives at least 3 apologies. I believe the correct term is unlicensed, mostly urban myth, overawed folklore.
But a department nonetheless. Further proof the Emperor pulling the piano wire.
The bank is always open. Yet another special condition on the master contract that dismantles. I am le négociateur sans.
Enter haunting the city. Could be routine economical gouging. Could be something bigger.
One from my opposite number, one from my superiors for the professional cuckolding, and one from my aforementioned junior for making me superfluous. I wouldn't know, because he has yet to appear. How dare you? He's Lusian. They're the ones that should mind their mannerisms. Mountainous vision of flesh. A true angel incarnate. Terrifying. Everything. A mass of divinity. It's clear you don't understand. She is my friend, the ambassador's wife, Lolita Calista.
Spoken with awe and reverence.
I've committed no corporeal crime. High mental treason only. But should it come to it, apologies go 2 ways at Shea Metamoto. Then why am I so thoroughly cursed?
His eyes are deep blue.
I'm afraid, of course I do. I will prize them from dead hands if necessary. My friend, the ambassador's wife, Lolita Calista. The only woman that will satiate Metamoto now.
Radiating with grubby intent.
None. The terms are set. It's not sweet. It's an affliction. Worse than the drinking. Far worse. Come closer then. There are hundreds to her, like the aspects of the moon. At one tiresome function or another, I don't recall, I was too astounded by the primal synchronicity, like the day meeting the night, ineffable, ephemeral. Here in Portofino? No. Here at my personal nadir? strewn upon the gravel? I would say affirmative. In the vulgar sense or the spiritual sense? Unrequited. Emphasis on the un. The essence of my tragedy. I cannot concur. Frederick, my stretched agitator. Just gotta keep them busy, focused, and the same sex, if you can. He'll be fine. It's only the developed world at stake.
A knowing, almost cruel smirk flashes across the map of destruction which makes up his face.
Fred's a capable boy. I will allow him the space to be capable. Yes, that's my jeune, Frederick. Stretched and ensnared. What? This is what the big teams will do to you. No. He's just very delegable. Very delegable. His best attribute by my count.
You're getting some great people management tips here.
Is he? Good for Fred. Get it all out. I'm not concerned. Prostitutes are wardens of the world's secrets. Young Fred's got spreadsheet head. Metamoto's a little more flabby-wily. Oh, hugely. Were I Fred, I would be filled with nothing but concern. Frederick has it all in hand, I'm sure. I visited an old friend. On the verge of our great triumph, we defeated ourselves. The moon. But all is secret, like the silent side of that divine satellite. Reno, final boss of Reno Enterprises, and most famously, final boss of telephonic communication. We often do at our rare reunions. But no, some others fought alongside us. Intimate circle. I brought Frederick Lejeune along too, which proved to be an error, but also a lesson well learned. Train incident. Serious. Not the most auspicious start. Bereft. And this the worst. Reno's toy train, the prized child, joyous trophy.
You've wandered into some bizarre capitalist shit here.
A routing. I knew it was a mistake accepting the invitation. Reno can have quite the time when he revs up. But one can't. You never can. Especially not me. Gotta find them where you can. I usually charge a consulting fee, by the way. For you, I'll waive.
I've moved Pseudopod into the spare room. He'll be safe in there until he recovers.
She gestures towards a small room with a small bed inside it. Situated on the bed, your would-be double could almost pass for a convalescent, were it not for his empty, fish-like eyes.
None, sorry to say. He's been... What about you? Are we any closer to finding out what happened to him? Oh dear. So that's where we're at, is it? Were you able to piece together what he was investigating before you arrived? And? Oh dear. That doesn't seem good. Guess we'll just have to come at it fresh tomorrow.
The attitude that has carried her through her entire life, through whatever hardship.
Well, I suppose that's all. I'll get back to the desk.
She doesn't move.
I was just wondering how it feels, you know, being in theatre again. I'm not sure how this assignment compares to what you were up to at Satellite Facility B.
The existence of Satellite Facility B is closely held information. There's no way a special asset would know of its existence, unless...
Yes, that makes sense. Pseudopod said it could be extremely challenging. You picked an interesting time to come back to Portofino. It's not the same city it was 5 years ago. For one, we've become a frontline in MTER's culture blockade. The powers that be seem to have become more protective of their investment here. I should probably be asking you that question. From where I sit, It seems they're incredibly paranoid about anything that could increase our strange cousin's sway in this part of the world. Pseudopods seem to think they may even have operants working in the city right now.
You swim with sharks and jellyfish.
Then, of course, there are the anxieties about Réunion. No one can say whether in 5 years' time we'll still be part of the developed world, or whether we'll have been annexed by techno-fascists. Sure, when faced with stark reality, it's easy to resort to tautology, but some of us have to live here. Ah, yes. I poked my head in upstairs. Just...
A hot water heater on the second floor. Definitely snooping.
And I couldn't help but notice the art. I believe I have. I'll have to take your word for it, Cascade. Well, regardless, thank you for not using tax. Is this some kind of assessment? Nothing too much to tell. Certainly nothing that would interest an international actor like yourself. I've been running this shop for the last 3 decades. Business isn't exactly good, but it's enough. I just get on with things. No, it's just us.
You, and the breathing mannequin.
Divorce? No, nothing like that. Can you imagine?
Younger than your mother, but in her mind, she's an old woman.
Wasn't in the cards. Most people prefer drop-off and pick-up for their film and prints. No one lingers here for very long. A fit of boredom, if you can believe it. Here I thought I'd broaden my horizons, so I signed up for a mailing list, one dedicated to foreign literature. Then one day, this very polite man with a very pleasing accent was on my doorstep. I thought he was going to try to convert me to crystal worship. Instead, he asked if I'd be interested in letting my upstairs room. Yes,
She likes remembering him this way, in her shop, pretending to discreetly examine her list of services.
I don't presume to know the inner workings of the opera, but I have to think I could be better utilized. Of course, I'm happy with the tasks I've been assigned thus far. Having a safe house is a major responsibility. Chemistry, for one. I have an entire photo lab back here with access to all kinds of toxic chemicals and...
Whatever made this woman a plausible asset, it wasn't her knowledge of chemistry. The disconnected fantasies of someone who only knows how to be alone. Soft clay, to be molded to purpose in the right hands.
If the assignment required it. Of course. I just wanted you to know. A fit of boredom, if you can believe it. Then one day, this very polite... As I said, of course. I'll be here if you require anything.
You return to the folded pants. You discover a small extra pocket inside the front right pocket. You slip 2 fingers inside and come away with a neatly folded sheet of paper. The page is notebook-sized and perforated along one edge. THA 7LESAPR 032 WIFO 9W. Half a cipher. The language of spies. You've carried papers like this, folded up and hidden away in secret pockets and compartments. Totally meaningless, yet no meaning can be made without it. The pack of cigarettes on the desk. You missed something about them. You leave the trousers as they were. You return to the desk, secreted neatly against the inner wall of the pack, just as you were once taught to do yourself. A crisply folded sheet of A7 paper. ZWS, JMXVB, TW. The missing companion to the one-time key you recovered from the trousers. One-to-one correspondence between key and text. This is a Rosetta cipher. Your heart skips a beat. You leave the cigarettes where you found them. A cascade. All will be forgiven. For cascade. All will be forgiven. Your double isn't here to celebrate your decryption. The chair on which you found your double is empty. The haze of light reflected in the grubby window calls you outwards. There may yet be some forgiveness out there. You turn away from the desk. The bed welcomes you for the darkness out. Bagman's piercing eyes follow the woman in her coffin watch over you. Mysterious, knowing. Watchful eyes stare at you from the wall as you back away. A part of you left behind, shining bright across the room. The bed welcomes you for a soft slumber. The stillness of the room quietens your mind as you settle down. Raw information atomizes itself on the other side and rings.
Expire.